All right, here we go. We're going to get into the testimony from Jason's daughter. Y'all get ready for this. This is going to be an interesting testimony. Here we go.
You're going to walk right up to the witness stand. And if you could just remain standing facing them for your oath.
You raise your right hand. You swear that any testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the safety and of the truth.
I do.
All right. You can be seated right here. Make yourself comfortable. Just asking you to scoot up as close to the microphone as you can, and keep your voice up so people can hear you. Okay?
Okay.
And whenever you're ready, and whenever counsel is ready, you may inquire.
She has emotional support, Rabbit.
Good.
Oh, y'all see this?
Can you begin just
This
by
is
stating
crazy.
your full name and spelling your name for the court reporter, please?
Kira Levesque, Kiraleveske.
And, you know, I want to be sensitive about some privacy issues, so I'm not going to ask about current, but I'd like to go back to...
This is wild. I've never
April
seen this
of last year
before.
and ask you where you were living on April 4th of 2024.
41 Summer Street.
Who'd you live there with?
My dad and my grandparents live downstairs.
Who were the neighbors, as you know?
Kyle and Angela.
Let's move directly into the 4th. What were you doing earlier in the day?
Have y'all ever seen this?
Or earlier in the evening on the 4th?
I was working.
And was that in Rochester?
Yes.
How'd you get home?
My dad picked me up from work.
And what did he pick you up in?
A plow truck.
It's probably
Was your
emotional
dad,
support, Rabbit.
plowing as a job at that time?
He was.
And can you then describe for us what happened initially, right when you got home?
We got home and we just started plowing our driveway like normal during a storm.
And you say plowing the driveway, then this was, I think we've all heard this, we've seen some photos and video, whatever, it's snowing pretty good, right?
Yeah.
And
Wow, she was
can
with
you just
him
describe
when
the
this happened?
sequence of
Dang.
events in plowing as you recall it?
We got home, we were plowing like down towards into our driveway, and we were doing that for a couple minutes, and then he switched around so we could get like coming towards like the opposite end of the street, and we're plowing it like into our porch.
And so let me just clarify, you lived in 41,
Yep.
The Violets lived in 43,
Yep.
and when you originally described plowing towards your driveway, you're talking about plowing at an angle across 41,
Yes.
and then turned around and went towards 43.
Yes.
Kira, you know, without getting into too much detail, were you aware of some prior, even if you want to call them incidents or however you want to characterize it, between your dad and Mr. Violet about the snow situation?
No.
You had
Dang.
previously talked about a snowstorm the previous year. You recall that?
No.
So, Kira, I want to be, just fair with you that this event is now, a year old. I'm going to guess that there are parts of this you actually try not to remember.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
But do you remember making a statement that very night of the 4th, maybe into the 5th, down at the police station?
Yes.
Well, we're skipping to
You
the
were
police
informed that it was
station?
being recorded.
Yes.
And so I actually have a transcript that is a written version of that statement.
Okay.
And my question to you is whether or not seeing, reading aspects of that transcript might help your memory.
I'll look at it.
Okay. Pardon me?
Like, could we ask you to approach counsel?
Yeah, just for a second.
So defense is arguing about what's being brought in, the transcript. I don't see a big deal here, but I'm also not a lawyer. Shout out to Mel. Let's keep it moving.
Between your dad and Kyle about where the snow was going between the properties. Remember any of that?
No.
And then I had referred to a prior statement that night that you had made, and just asking if it would refresh your memory. Seeing it. Council page 19. Line 20. I wonder if you could just read this.
I can't see that part.
Yeah, you can take it. Well, this whole paragraph, you can read it yourself. Let me know if that helps you.
Okay.
Does that help?
I don't remember that.
She said, nope, it sure doesn't.
But when police officers asked last year about
Rabbit looks
any
happy.
prior snowstorm incidents, you did answer them. You said last winter there was this kind of conversation between Kyle and Jason, right?
Okay.
Well, those are your words, not mine, right?
Yes.
And you told the officers, yeah, I mean, there was this incident where Kyle was moving snow and it went onto your property, and your dad told Jason, Kyle, not to move it there, right?
Okay.
But you say, okay, those were your
I mean,
words,
if I
right?
said it, then yeah, I just don't remember.
Okay, that's fair. But you'd agree with me, these are your words.
Yes.
And you also went on to talk about a snowstorm, the first snowstorm of 2024. And that's
That
right
still
here.
doesn't make what he did right.
Okay.
Does that help your memory?
I mean, I don't remember, but
But you told the investigators that
She says she don't remember. She don't remember. He's like, you sure you don't remember? All right, get it together, prosecutor.
no.
Here we go.
All right, you may be seated, ma'am. Now you're ready to proceed.
I am.
So then what happens, we're going to ask you a series of questions about the plan, about the design to determine whether certain documents. So, just can you answer their question?
I think you said you remember going to the police department the night of the 4th into the 5th.
Yes.
And were you aware of
Oh, the jury's
really
not
the
in.
importance of being truthful,
Interesting.
complete, and honest when you were talking to the police?
Yes.
And looking back, do you feel like you were truthful, complete, and honest with the police when you made your statement about or answered their questions about background and what had happened?
Yes.
And do you feel like you had a better memory of events last year, the 4th, going into the 5th,
Yes.
of events and the issues I've asked you about?
Yes.
Do you feel like your memory now isn't quite as good?
No, it's not.
And can you even remember making certain specific statements, that, for instance, that I've showed you?
No.
Yet, a year ago, do you believe they were
Interesting.
complete, accurate, and honest?
Yes.
Thank you. Counsel, clerk of the court.
Thanks.
Hi, Mark.
Did the police offer you the opportunity to review your statement at all?
I don't believe so, but I don't remember.
And can you tell the judge when this statement would have been made relative to the shooting?
Maybe within the hour after. It was definitely that night.
So it was very quickly afterwards?
I want to say they had me in the back of a cruiser at the house for maybe a half an hour. I'm not really sure. I didn't have my phone out. It was kind of just all a blur and a rush of things, but it was that night.
Okay. And can you tell the judge what you thought your mental condition was then? What was your emotional condition?
I obviously was very shaken up. I was
Yeah, I can
in
imagine.
kind of just like fight or flight. I was in a very high state of anxiety. My best friend was upstairs, so I was worried that she was going to worry that I was hurt. I obviously was concerned what was happening with my father.
Dang.
I wasn't very focused. I was very high anxiety.
And I don't want to delve into too much either, but, I mean, you're sitting there with a comfort animal right now.
Yes.
Oh, it is a comfort
And why is
rabbit.
that?
Due to my anxiety.
And were you suffering from such a condition back then?
Yes.
And
Yeah, the
that
rabbit
on
looks
top of the
happy.
shooting, I mean, did that combine to affect, you think, your recollection and accuracy of events at the time?
One more time?
Yes, could that have affected your accuracy of the events at the time?
When I gave my statement, I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're asking.
Yeah, I mean, we're being asked now, you're being asked, let's go right to it, about some kind of a plowing incident or something like that, some preceding plowing incident.
Okay.
Right. Do you actually have a recollection of that at all?
I remember giving my statement, but I don't remember that event in my statement.
You don't even remember that event in your statement?
No.
And again, this is a statement that you weren't given the opportunity to review, alter, or modify in any way, shape, or form.
I don't believe they gave me the opportunity, no.
You never told them that what was in the statement, you reviewed it and it's accurate and that's exactly what happened. Did you ever tell the police that?
No.
Did you ever sit down with a representative of the state of New Hampshire, or the county of Stratford, and say, I've reviewed my statement, I've listened to the audio, and everything in it is true and accurate?
No.
So this is the first time you've been given that opportunity?
Yes.
Interesting.
And after even listening to that, and after what we've just gone through, you still don't recollect any kind of a plowing incident prior to this?
No.
Sure of that?
Yes.
Thank you.
So they're putting in work on our memory.
You've had, as I understand it, an anxiety issue for quite some time.
Yes.
Your anxiety issue doesn't cause you to, for instance, lie.
No.
You were aware that you were speaking to police officers.
Yes.
You were aware you were speaking to police officers about something really important.
Yes.
You were aware at the time that it was important to be honest.
Yes.
You were aware at the time that it was important to be complete and accurate.
Yes.
Your claim now isn't that anything in here is either a lie or not complete or not accurate. Your claim is that you simply don't remember it.
No.
Is that right?
Yes, correct. I don't remember.
That's what she said.
But again, this a prior so-called plowing incident or snow blowing incident in the context of a shooting that took place within an hour or so. Was that a big deal to you at the time?
What do you mean?
I mean, was this prior subject of a prior incident in a prior snowstorm at all important to you at that point in time?
Okay.
I mean, did you think it was a focal point? Did you think that was important?
I still don't understand what you're asking me.
Did the police tell you that it's really important that you accurately tell them about this prior snowstorm? That they claim?
The one that happened that night or the one before?
The one they claimed that took place before?
No.
And in fact, in your statement, do you indicate that it wasn't a big deal? If you remember? Do you remember that at all?
What?
Telling them that it wasn't a big deal?
No.
I didn't know where we said it.
This is in New Hampshire.
I'll just reiterate that the issues concerning kind of the impact of the moment to me go for the weight, not admissibility. By the way, we also have body cam of Officer Sergeant Knox, who was present during that half hour. Candidly, it shows a quite composed young woman, and I'd be glad to play that for the court as well.
Okay, the question is, how can you use this thing, right? I mean, impeachment's only good if you can adhere to the statement. I mean, did I say that before? And we're getting an answer that's like, I don't remember ever saying that. So how can you even impeach it? But I'm looking at the rule too. I mean, again, which specific rule are we saying this is going to come in?
Counsel, I think the argument is Rule 8035, recorded recollection, the record that on the matter witness once knew about the count not recall and testified fully and accurately was made or adopted by the witness in the matter of his memory and accurately reflected his knowledge. The rule goes on to say that he submitted the record to be read in session, but it doesn't get received as full due.
Yeah, it wasn't accepted by her.
When it was made.
It was made, but it wasn't accepted.
made or adopted. So, having heard what here is witness.
Did they swear the rabbit in? That's crazy.
With the specified made on the matter that she wants to about, she did not have a call. She did testify at the time she was careful, truthful, and accurate, including truthful and accurate statements. The immediate time the matter was fresh in her memory. And for that reason, they just allowed the statement to come in. Although, counsel, you're not talking about the whole statement.
No.
You're talking about the particular portion that you're interested in having to do some prior compliance.
Yes.
Is the court allowed to get in substantive?
Yeah, comes in the substance.
I don't think there's any addition to what so stand on the objection.
The objection of it, it does come in the substance, that's all I indicated, it's read to the jury, it doesn't get presented to them as it did.
I understand.
Very good. All right, we'll bring the jury back in. All right, that was a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo to worry about. We just need to answer the question and answers, okay?
Perfect.
Very good.
So they're going to bring the jury back in here. So it's interesting they had to clear that up. Seems like they were having some issues with her remembering what happened. She said she gave a statement, wasn't able to review it. Not sure if she was telling the truth or not. So now I guess they're going to go back through and present some of this to the jury. It looks like the judge is going to allow it in. Let me know what y'all think about this testimony. We're going to review the rest of this testimony probably in the next video/show. So y'all have to let me know what you think about her story.